Hello. For the purposes of telling this story, you may know me as the Axeman. Many have. Many have hardly known me at all. Most only see me in the shadows or walk in the streets of New Orleans, listening to the jazz music drifting from the small corner bar. On most nights you'll find me there, in that small corner bar, mixing in with the shadow. The dimly lit establishment allows the seedy, the solemn, the depressed, and the righteous to sit back and watch in despair, fascination, lust, loneliness, and judgment of those who cannot see through the darkness. I live for the jazz music. It runs through my soul like the warm blood runs through the mammal. It ignites all my senses and brings with it every earthly pleasure. It feeds me like the finest chef, and the most sought-after wine sliding over my lips, softly making me feel warm and light-headed. I swoon. Then there are the nights where I sit in the darkness of the seedy bar, playing the music of whatever is popular in the day. I've seen the chorus and the blues, the Dylan, the Johns, the Elvis, and the Manson play. Those are the nights when I come out. Those are the nights when the punishment is doled out to remind the people of the Axeman. Remind them that I am not a legend or a myth, that my work still carries on, that if you do not keep that in mind, your own fate could be sealed. This is when the newspaper the following morning will have some meager mention on page 4 about the death of a visitor, a vacationer, a prostitute, a traveling man, and even the gentleman meeting his mistress. Those who do not abide by my warning ever so long ago. Those are the people that wish they had never crossed my path. I've had 6 murders attributed to me, but believe me when I tell you, there have been many, many more than that. On March 13th, 1919, I wrote a letter to a newspaper to give fair warning, and it read, "From hell." They have never caught me, and they never will. They have never seen me, for I am invisible, even as the ether that surrounds your earth. I am not a human being, but a spirit and a demon from the hottest hell. I am what your Orleans and your foolish police call the Axeman. When I see fit, I shall come and claim other victims. I alone know who they shall be. I shall leave no clue except my bloody axe, besmeared with blood and brains of he whom I have sent below to keep me company. If you wish, you may tell the police to be careful not to rile me. Of course, I am a reasonable spirit. I take no offense at the way they have conducted their investigation in the past. In fact, they have been so utterly stupid as to not only amuse me, but His Satanic Majesty Francis Joseph, etc. But tell them to beware. Let them try not to discover what I am, for it would be better that they were never born than to incur the wrath of the Axeman. I don't think there is any need of such warning, for I feel sure the police will always dodge me as they have in the past. They are wise and know how to keep away from all harm. Undoubtedly, you Orleans think of me as a most horrible murderer, which I am, but I could be much worse if I wanted to. If I wished, I could pay a visit to your city on every night. At will, I could slay thousands of your best citizens, for I am in close relationship with the angel of death. Now, to be exact, at 12:15 earthly time, on next Tuesday night, I am going to pass over New Orleans. in my infinite mercy, I'm going to make a little proposition to you people. Here it is. I'm very fond of jazz music, and I swear by all the devils in the nether regions that every person shall be spared in whose home is a jazz band in full swing at the time I have just mentioned. If everyone has a jazz band going, well then, so much better for you people. One thing is certain, and that is that some of your people who do not jazz it on Tuesday night, if there be any, will get the axe. Well, as I am cold and crave the warmth of my native Tartarus, and it is about time I leave your earthly home, I will cease my discourse, hoping that thou wilt publish this, and that it may go well with thee. I have been, am, and will be the worst spirit that ever existed, either in fact or realm of fantasy. The Axeman. Unfortunately, my wishes were met with some fear, and some people who waged war against me declared that I may come to their home and do what I might. And I declared on that night that I would never leave in the face of such insubordination, such obstinance, but instead, when you read or hear about a horrifying murder in New Orleans, ask yourself one question. Where were they last? I can tell you, they were not in the dim light of a seedy bar playing jazz. Where will you go when you visit my fine city? Thank you very much for coming to my page. I hope you enjoyed this. And if you did, please subscribe, comment, click the like button, and I would appreciate it very, very much. Also, click that bell so you can get notifications when there is new content uploaded.